Okay, hello everyone. Good evening.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Good evening. All right, hello. We're going to start today. Let's start our ninth class. Let's check the agenda for today. So first we will read the attendance, check it. Then we are going to do an activity to review the vocabulary from Unit 12. Then we are going to do or talk about the third conditional. We're going to explain the structure, how to use it with a video, then some practice activities and a writing activity. If we have some time at the end, we will do the final reading task for Unit 12, okay? So remember, before we start, let me remind you that tomorrow is the last day of this cycle B1.3, so it's important that you continue working on Moodle. So tomorrow at midnight is going to be the deadline, okay? Tomorrow midnight. I will upload the grades on Saturday, all right? So you must finish or complete the activities in Moodle by tomorrow. Or do as many as you can so your grade is, well, that percentage of your grade, it can be added to the final grade, okay? Remember also, today at midnight is the due date for the project. So I will check the project tomorrow, sorry. I'll check it and include some comments, the feedback, and the grade. En las actividades que ustedes suban, que vayan a cargar, allí haré las observaciones y les incluiré la nota para ese tercer avance del proyecto. Okay? Any questions about this? No? Okay, good. So let's start checking the attendance. Let's check the attendance. Okay, Jersey Narismendi.
Hi, teacher, one question.
Yes.
In the email that you sent us about the project, I didn't see the link to share the
Oh,
project.
sorry, I didn't send it on email. I sent it on WhatsApp and yesterday
Okay.
on the chat.
Yeah, I'm going to share in the
Okay.
WhatsApp. Thank you.
It's okay, good. Okay, guys, vamos a completar la encuesta de satisfacción antes de revisar la lista, ¿ok? Denme un momento, ya les envío el link. Listo, vamos a completarla. Recuerden, siempre el día anterior a finalizar el ciclo, respondemos la encuesta de satisfacción pues correspondiente, ¿ok? Entonces pueden ingresar, correo electrónico, nombres y apellidos, código de estudiante. Si no lo saben, no lo recuerdan, me pueden escribir por el chat y yo se los puedo enviar, número de tipo de documento de identidad, número, el grupo es el B1.301. Y bueno, ahí respondemos las preguntas. Una vez hayan respondido, me pueden confirmar a través del chat, pues para llevar el código. ¿Listo? Okay, guys, let me know who hasn't sent their answers yet. We are going to wait 2 more minutes for the survey. Okay, guys, good. Now you had some time to do the survey. Let's check the attendance for today. Gerson, yes. Keiner,
I'm here, teacher.
okay. Jean-Claude,
Present, teacher.
okay. Jessie,
Present, teacher.
okay. Natalia Camargo,
Present, teacher.
okay. Andrés Correa,
Present, teacher.
okay. Andrés Corredor,
Present, teacher.
okay. Silvia Cuellar,
Present, teacher.
okay. Johan Duque,
Present, teacher.
right. Elkin Fernández,
Present, teacher.
right. Julián Figueroa,
Present, teacher.
okay. Ginette Fontecha,
Present, teacher.
all right. Carlos Galán,
Present, teacher.
okay. Mabel Gamboa,
Present, teacher.
okay. José Alejandro Gómez,
Here, teacher.
okay. Lisette Tarazona,
Present, teacher.
okay. And Brian Vargas. Brian, all right, guys, sorry. So let's start today. As I told you, we are going to start with a matching activity practice for the vocabulary that you studied yesterday, okay? The vocabulary for Unit 12. So the idea here is to match the beginnings of the sentences with the ends of the sentences, okay? So when he started getting headaches after reading, Marco realized he had a problem with his eyes. So you're going to read the first part and match it with the second column. I'll give you 5 minutes to check, do the activity, and then we will correct the answers together. Okay? You can just take some notes or screenshot it and do it individually as you prefer. All right, let's take 5 and then we will check the answers together. No, guys, there is no link. You can take either a picture of the activity and you can do it, or write your answers. Okay? No link for this activity. Just the picture.
Teacher, es que, bueno,
Yes.
voy a comentar una cosa. Pues es que yo traté ayer de descargarla, un documento, editarlo y no me dejó. Entonces yo subí otro para la entrega final.
Okay.
Entonces,
Let's check.
el válido es el que dice rayados, rayapiso 2 al final.
Okay. Entonces espérame, borro el otro de una vez. Y ya. Entonces creo que este, ¿no? Este es el que es válido.
El
Borrar
válido es
el
este.
otro. Ujú.
Ah, ya sé, sí, sí.
¿Listo?
Tengo-
Ujú. All right, guys, let me know when you are ready. So we will share the answers together. Okay, Sylvia, thank you. Lisette. Okay, good. So I think we are ready. So let's start checking the answers. So for the first pair of sentences, let's see, Sylvia, how did you match it?
Wait, teacher.
Mhm.
Okay. For the second one, we need
Yes.
to make a decision.
Mhm.
We need to make a decision. Do you want to go out or stay in tonight?
Yes. Do you want to go out or stay in tonight? Very good. Lisette, can you read the third pair of sentences? So 1, 2, 3.
I wish I had someone sympathetic who understood my concerns.
Understood my concerns. Good. Continue, please, Maveli, with number 4.
You can try and ignore the problem all you want, but it won't go away by itself.
Yes, but it won't go away by itself. Natalia,
But
next.
Okay, teacher. Abby decided to trust her intuition and tell Paul the relationship was over.
Yes. Very good. And let's check Andres Correa. Next, Tom.
Okay, teacher. Tom is the calmest person I know. It's almost as if he doesn't have a care in the world.
Good. And Aiken, next.
Excuse me, my microphone. Astrid was losing sleep over her problem, so she decided to talk it over with her mother.
So she decided to talk it over with her mother. And the last one, let's see. Johan, can you read it, please?
I am sick of this. We need to work together and sort it out once and for her.
Sort it out once and for all. Right, very good, guys. So this was just a short practice from yesterday's vocabulary to how to deal with problems and related to problems and solutions, right? So we are going to start with our topic today. Let's open the book on page, let me check, on page 119. All right, page 119, because yesterday in our class we didn't have enough time to cover the grammatical structure for this part of the unit, which is hypothetical situations in the past, or as we can also call it, the third conditional. All right, so let's go to page 119 and let's take a look at the first exercise, okay? We have match the sentences, the sentence halves with Deborah and about Deborah and Andrew Ville. And then we're going to listen and check. So let's try to remember yesterday's story about the race, Deborah and Andrew. We are going to read the first set of sentences. So we have 5, and then we have like the matching pair or the continuation for these sentences here in part B, okay? So let's read the part A, and then part B. You will have some time to think and match each pair of sentences, okay? So let's read it. Jeanette, can you read the 5 sentences in part A?
Yes, teacher. One, if Andrew had known about his phobia. Two, if Andrew had stayed on the boat. Three, if Deborah's boat had hit an oil tanker. Four, if they had continued the race together. Five, if Deborah hadn't had this experience.
Yes, very good. Now for the second part B, let's listen to Julian.
It would have sunk. She wouldn't be a successful motivational speaker now. His phobia would have got worse. He wouldn't have entered the race. The couple might still be married. No.
Yes, very good. So we have a condition here and then a result. I'll give you some minutes to think, check match number 1 with A, B, C, D, or E, and then you do the same with all the others, okay? When you are ready, please let me know on the chat so we can check all the answers. All right, guys, let me know when you are ready so we can check together. Okay, let's check the answers together. Let's start with Carlos. For the first sentence, if Andrew had known about his phobia, which one is the answer?
Excuse me, teacher, the mic is off.
Mm-hmm.
Answer for answer one?
Yes, number one.
Okay.
If
D, he wouldn't have entered the race.
The race, yes. If Andrew had known about his phobia, he wouldn't have entered the race. Number two, Andrés Corredor. Which one did you select? If Andrew had stayed on the boat,
Uh, uh, his phobia will have go worse.
yes, his phobia would have got worse.
Would have worse.
Mhm.
Would have good.
Would have got worse.
Okay.
Okay, Gerson, number three. If Deborah's boat had hit an oil tanker,
Okay, teacher, it would have some.
yes, it would have sunk. Let's see, Jose Alejandro, number four. If they had continued the race together,
Okay, teacher. The couple might still be married now.
might still be married now. And number five, Kenneth, can you read it, please?
If Deborah hadn't had this experience, she wouldn't be a successful motivational speaker now.
Yes, she wouldn't be a successful motivational speaker now. Very good. Okay, so let's pay attention to the verb form, verb structures in these sentences, okay? We're going to underline them. So here, the first couple of sentences, we have had, and the verb in what form? Verb, present, past, or past participle?
Past participle?
Yes, this is the past participle. If Deborah's boat had hit an oil tanker, or if they had continued the race, if Deborah hadn't had this experience, okay? Now, in the second set of sentences, let's check the verbs. Here we have, it would have sunk. Sorry, here is the in the past. This is past participle, and here we have would. Would plus the verb, okay? Would have got worse, wouldn't have entered the race, and the couple might still be married now. Okay, so for this, we are going to watch a very short video. It's going to explain how to use the third conditional. And then after the video, we will check the grammar box and some explanation from the book, okay? Let's take a look at the video. Let me open the link.
Library.
Okay, can you see the video? Can you listen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Third conditional. What is the conditional mood in English? We typically use the conditional mood for hypothetical situations. When we don't know if something will happen, we make a guess about the outcome. What is the third conditional? The third conditional is also known as the past conditional. We use the third conditional to express a past regret or imagine a different outcome. For example, if I had studied harder, I would have passed the test. This means that I failed the test. But I can imagine that if the condition of studying harder had happened, the outcome of passing the test would have happened too. In this sentence, I am expressing regret about failing the test. The most common third conditional pattern is if plus had plus past participle, would plus have plus past participle. Note that we use a comma after the if clause. For example, if it had been a nicer day, we would have gone to the beach.
Okay, guys, so this is the first pattern, common pattern for the third conditional. If is the condition, so if plus had, if it had, plus the verb in past participle. If it had been a nicer day, we use the comma because we start with if. We, in this case, we use would have, plus the verb in past participle, okay? We would have gone to the beach. Si hubiera hecho un mejor día, nosotros hubiéramos ido a la playa, okay? This is all conditions that could have been met in the past, okay? So it's maybe a regret or imaginary situation, but in the past, okay? Let's take a look at the next sentence pattern.
The if clause doesn't have to start the sentence. Another common pattern for the third conditional is would plus have plus past participle, if plus had plus past participle. Note that we don't use a comma before the if clause. For example, we would have gone to the beach if it had been a nicer day.
Okay, this is the same sentence, but starting with the main clause. Aquí empezamos con el if, usamos coma. En este ejemplo empezamos con el would, la oración principal, la cláusula principal, entonces no usamos la coma, okay? But it's the same structure.
Let's look at some more examples of third conditional sentences in English. If he had forgotten his umbrella, he would have gotten very wet. If we'd known you were in the hospital, we would have come to see you. If you hadn't eaten the whole pizza, you wouldn't have felt so sick. She would have bought a new car if she had gotten a raise. I would have called you back if my phone hadn't died. They wouldn't have bought a new house if they hadn't won the lottery. Look at the picture. Say or write a sentence using the third conditional. For example, if I had remembered his birthday, he would not have been so angry. Now you try.
Okay, can we try to do this sentence using the third conditional?
The children would gone to the park if the weather had been better yesterday.
Would gone?
No,
Would
excuse
have
me.
gone.
Would have gone. Excuse me. Would have gone.
Yes, the children would have gone to the park if the weather had been better.
The children would have gone to the park if the weather had been better yesterday.
Okay, this one. If the authorities, the verb is send, the tornado warning sooner, fewer people would have been in danger.
If the authorities had sent,
If the authorities had sent,
If the authorities had sent the tornado warning sooner, fewer people would have been in danger.
okay, this one. He would have gotten the job if he well at the interview.
You have done
You
well
have
at the interview.
Yes,
Done.
had done.
He would have gotten the
That
job
usually
if
happens.
he had done well at the interview.
Yes, all right. Good. So we are going to continue checking on the book for extra explanation. And then we go to the practice, okay? Let's take a look at the grammar box. So here we have, for the sentences in the exercise here, are these sentences true or hypothetical? What do you think in these sentences? If Andrew, yes.
Hypothetical, yes.
So they are
Hypothetical.
all hypothetical situations, yes. Let's take a look at the conditions. The conditions are with if. If Andrew had known about his phobia, is this talking about the present or the past?
Pass.
We are talking about the past. Okay, and what is the structure that we're using here? If Andrew
Past participle.
Yes, so the structure is had plus past participle, okay? And then we have, okay, let's take a look at page 166 because we have a little extra part of the explanation that we can check in this page 166. Okay. So we have, when we are imagining possibilities in the past, we use if to describe the hypothetical situation. If he had stayed, muy común ver la abreviación de la palabra had con apóstrofe de if he'd stayed at home that day, he wouldn't have met his wife. Si él se hubiese o se hubiera quedado en casa ese día, no hubiera conocido a su esposo, ¿ok? Entonces, en la condición, ese tiempo verbal se llama pasado perfecto, ¿no? Had más el verbo en pasado participio. Si hubiese hecho tal cosa, entonces no hubiera pasado tal otro, ¿ok? Entonces, esa es la estructura básica del tercer condición, ¿ok? If con past perfect, es decir, had más el verbo en pasado participio, entonces would have y el verbo en pasado participio. O wouldn't have y el verbo en pasado participio. ¿Ok? También, aparte de usar el would, podemos usar en might o el could. ¿Ok? Vamos a leer. We can also use might have or could have if we are less sure about what would have happened. Podemos usar el might have o could have cuando estamos menos seguros de lo que hubiera ocurrido, ¿ok? Lo que hubiera podido ocurrir. Por ejemplo, if he had or if he'd worked harder, he might have got into university. Si él hubiese trabajado más fuerte, más duro, él tal vez hubiera entrado o hubiera podido entrar a la universidad. ¿Okay? Entonces no es would porque no estamos seguros si él hubiese entrado a la universidad, sino él hubiera podido entrar a la universidad. ¿Okay? He might have got into university. The other, we could have won the competition if our best player hadn't got injured. Nosotros hubiéramos podido ganar la competencia, hubiéramos podido ganar la competencia si nuestro mejor jugador no se hubiera lastimado. ¿Ok?
Teacher, ¿y no sería, podríamos haber ganado?
Podríamos haber ganado.
Si es bien.
Sí, podría ser. Podríamos haber ganado. Esa sería la traducción exacta. Podríamos haber ganado la competencia si nuestro jugador no se hubiese hadn't got injured. ¿Ok? No se hubiese lastimado. All right, so we use might have or could have. Are we clear so far? This is all for hypothetical situations in the past. Entonces, ese tiempo es para situaciones hipotéticas en el pasado, ¿ok? No ocurrieron, es como una forma de mostrar cierto arrepentimiento, algo que podría haber hecho mejor y que no hice, ¿cierto? Aquí es donde de pronto nos podemos confundir un poquito, nos presenta el libro y situaciones hipotéticas del pasado y el presente juntas, ¿ok? Vamos a ver cuáles son. Dice, the difference between these two forms. Vamos a ver la diferencia entre estas dos formas. If I wasn't an actor, I would be a musician. Esto es una situación imaginaria o hipotética en el presente, ¿no? Si no fuese actor, sería músico, ¿ok? This is in the present. Versus in the past, we can say, if I had gone to the party, I would have seen her. Si yo hubiese ido a la fiesta, yo la hubiese, ¿cómo sería? Would have, la habría visto.
¿La habría? Sí.
La habría visto. La habría visto.
¿La podría haber visto?
No, porque no es
No, porque
podría, no es could. La habría visto, ¿ok? Would have seen her. Entonces, si yo hubiese ido a la fiesta, la habría visto, pero ni fui a la fiesta ni la vi, ¿cierto? Todo esto es una situación imaginaria hipotética en el pasado. Ahí están claramente separados. Este es una situación hipotética en el presente, con la estructura pues que corresponde. If más pasado simple, igual más would, más el verbo. ¿Ok? Acá está. Wasn't, I would be. Y acá tenemos la otra estructura, if más pasado perfecto, y en la otra parte de la cláusula, el would have más el verbo en pasado participio. ¿Qué ocurre? A veces podemos hablar del pasado y el presente juntos. En ese caso sería como mezclar las dos cláusulas. Vamos a ver los ejemplos. If she had stayed in her job. Si ella se hubiese quedado en su trabajo, ahí estoy hablando del pasado, ¿no? Si ella se hubiese quedado en su trabajo, if she had stayed, she would be richer now. Ella sería rica o más rica ahora. ¿Vimos? Entonces, hablamos de la condición en el pasado. Oh, si ella se hubiese quedado en su trabajo, tendría una repercusión en el presente. Ella sería más rica ahora. She would be richer now. ¿Ok? Otro ejemplo. If I didn't trust you, entonces acá lo cambiamos. La condición está en presente. Si yo no si no confiara en ti, if I didn't trust you, I wouldn't have lent you the money. No te hubiese prestado el dinero, ¿ok? O no te hubiese prestado el dinero. Entonces, aquí estoy diciéndole, ahorita, si yo no confiara en ti ahora, no te hubiese prestado el dinero, que es una acción que ocurrió ya en el pasado, ¿ok? It's a bit difficult, I know, it requires practice, okay? This mix of the structures, it requires a lot of practice. Entonces ya entendimos la estructura, una en presente, otra en pasado. Esto de mezclarlas, pues nos puede requerir cierta práctica e identificar. Eso sí ya sería como para las situaciones en particular. Hay un micrófono encendido. Okay. So don't worry, we are going to do some extra practice. And if you have questions, please let me know. Okay.
Teacher, una pregunta. En algún lugar, no sé, en alguna página o en el mismo libro, ¿hay forma de que uno pueda ver estas practice como los resultados para ver si a uno le quedaron bien o no hay forma?
No, the results are only here for me. I have the answers.
Okay, teacher.
Yes, veo una manito, pero no sé quién es porque dice
Me,
iPod.
teacher.
Okay.
Me, teacher.
Who
Teacher, I
is
have a
me?
question.
Jessie?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me.
Teacher, should have is the same? I should have gone to university.
I should have gone to university.
The same when I use I will or
La estructura
my
sí es similar, sino que antes en esta misma unidad vimos el uso del should have. Sí fue en esta unidad 12, ¿no? El should have gone o could have gone o would have gone. Este es la misma estructura, similar, sino que vimos, es otro uso que tiene, ¿no? Para hablar de, el should es como una sugerencia o que era una buena idea haber hecho eso en el pasado, ¿ok? You shouldn't have been so rude. No debiste haber sido tan grosero. ¿Ok? Sí, la estructura es la misma, pero el uso es diferente. ¿Listo? Lo que quiere decir es diferente. Eso es como una crítica a alguien más. No debiste o debiste hacer esto en el pasado. ¿Listo?
no se utiliza como una situación hipotética.
No.
Ah, ok, teacher.
No.
Sinceramente. Thank
All right. So we are going to continue practicing. Let's go back to the main page 12. Unit 12, sorry, page 119. Okay. Let's take a look. Here we have exercise 2A, okay, page 119. We have 10 sentences that you are going to complete using the verbs in parentheses or in brackets. Okay, we have 10. You can use might where is appropriate. Okay, would or might. Let's do the first together as an example, and then you can work on the others. If Erin not had a baby, she continue working. So for if, what is the structure? If Erin hadn't had, porque es negativa. If Erin hadn't had a baby,
she would have continued.
Yes, she
working.
would have continued working. She would have continued working. All right? Okay, so let's practice. I'll give you 7 to 10 minutes. You can work individually. And then when you finish, we can check the answers together. Okay?
Teacher, what page is
This
the
is
book?
page 119. All right, guys, remember to let me know when you are ready, so we will check together. Okay, I think I think we can check. Okay, there's a question on the chat when we have he, she, or it. In this case, because we use would or might, como usamos un verbo modal entre el she y el have, entonces acá nunca va a modificarse a has, ¿ok? Porque ya tiene un verbo acá modal, no necesita ese cambio de have a has, ¿listo? Mientras tengamos un would, could or might, no cambia, ¿listo? Okay, guys, are you ready or do you need more time? I only see one message. All right, let's start checking this. Let's go with number 2. Let's start with Elkin. Can you read your answers for number 2?
Okay, number 2. If she hadn't left her job, she would have spent a lot of time away from her children.
Yes. I'll write it on the chat. If she hadn't left her job, she would have spent a lot of time away from her children. Acá también podríamos decir she would spend, ¿ok? Puede ser una mezcla con el presente también. Si ella no hubiera dejado su trabajo, ella hubiera pasado mucho tiempo lejos de sus hijos o ella pasaría mucho tiempo lejos de sus hijos, ¿ok? Entonces puede ser o en el pasado, would have spent, o en el presente, would spend, pasaría. ¿Listo? Number 3, Jeanette.
The family would have a lot more money now if she had stayed in her job, but she wouldn't be happy with the situation.
Okay, let's see. Number 3, she would, if the family would have or might have a lot more money now if she had stayed in her old job, but she wouldn't be happy with the situation. Okay, she wouldn't be happy with the situation. All right, number 4, let's continue, Jean-Claude.
Yes, teacher. Kieran will have become a top-class footballer if he hadn't broken his leg.
If he hadn't broken. In this case, it's better to use could or might because we are not sure, okay? No decimos, él se hubiera convertido, no. Él podría haberse convertido en un top class footballer si no se hubiera roto su pierna, okay? If he hadn't broken. In this case, it's better to use could or might. All right. Gerson, can you read number 5, your answers?
Sorry, teacher. Yes. Number 5. If he had been able to play for a big club, he wouldn't become a coach. Coach, not coach.
Become. In this case, wouldn't or might not have become. Ahí faltó el have. Okay. He wouldn't or might not have become a top coach. Otra vez. If he had been able to play for a big club, he might not or wouldn't have become a coach.
Teacher, but in this case, might or would, and the final part is option.
Sí, puede ser cualquiera de las dos, o wouldn't o might not.
Okay.
Okay, either or, cualquiera de las dos.
Okay.
All right. Let's see, Lisette, number 6.
Okay. Six, he would be happier now if he had fulfilled his ambitions.
Yes, he would be happier now if he had fulfilled his ambitions. Ahí usamos simplemente el tiempo presente, would be, porque nos dicen que ahora, ¿no? Él sería más feliz ahora si hubiese completado, satisfecho sus ambiciones. Fulfilled his ambitions. ¿Ok? Number 7, Mabel.
7. If Margot had not gone to Greece for her holidays that year, she would have would have met Nicholas.
Wouldn't. If she hadn't gone to Greece for her holidays, she wouldn't have met Nikos. Si no hubiese ido a Grecia ese año, no hubiera conocido a Nikos, ¿ok? Wouldn't have met Nikos. Number 8, Silvia.
Yes, teacher. Okay, I have she would have forgotten about Nikos if he wouldn't have followed her home. But I don't know if
No. Let's rewind. No. She would or might.
She or might
have forgotten.
Have forgotten, yes, about Nikos if he
hadn't
followed
her.
Okay. Hadn't, yes. Hadn't followed her.
Ese puede ser una confusión que nos ocurra. Recordemos siempre la if clause, la condición, siempre irá en pasado perfecto. En este caso, ¿no? El had o hadn't más el verbo en pasado participio. El would o el might o el could, todos van en la otra cláusula, en la cláusula principal, no en la condición. ¿Listo?
Yes, okay. I got confused.
No problem. Let's see, Yesid, number 9.
Number 9. If she hadn't married Nikos, she would have still life in England.
Okay, in this case, we have another option. She would still live in England, porque es aún, sería para el presente, ¿no? Entonces, ahí podríamos decir, if she hadn't married Nikos, she would still live or still be living in England. No la podemos usar ahí en pasado porque nos dicen que aún, still. Entonces, sería algo del presente. ¿Listo? Ahí por eso no podemos usar el would have, sino would live o would still be living.
Okay, teacher.
Es porque es del presente. ¿Ok? Y la última. Let's see, Natalia.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher. If she hadn't moved to Greece, she would still be a nurse now.
Yes, she would still be a nurse now. Sorry. She would or might still be a nurse now. All right, I will show you the correct answers here on the screen. So you can take a photo, a picture if you want to have like the summary of the answers over there. Okay. Good. All right. Let's continue practicing. Let's do this short activity and then we play another game to continue practicing the third condition. Let's open the link. Very, very easy. Only 6 questions, 6 sentences. You need to drag the verb to the correct spot, okay? If I will do the first as an example. If he had talked to me, I would have listened to him. Okay, let's do it. Let's take a couple of minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, and then we continue. Okay, good. I see that you finished. Let's see. The second one, if it last weekend,
Rained.
if it
Had
had
rain.
rain last weekend, we would have stayed at home. Yes. Next, if she enough money, she a new bicycle.
Had saved.
If she had saved enough money, she would
have bought a new bicycle.
have bought a new bicycle. Okay, next. If the student
Had
listened
to the teacher carefully,
mhm,
he would have answered.
he would have answered the questions easily. Okay, number 5. If the weather
Had
been good, we
would have gone.
Water skiing. All right, and the last one, if you had, abbreviación de had, if you'd mentioned it earlier, I might have been able, okay? I might have been able to do something about it. Okay. All right, guys, good. Listen, so now we are going to do our final practice for today. It's going to be on the presentation. This is, you are going to write some sentences about yourself using these ideas or these sentences, okay? I wouldn't have met, pues no, yo no hubiera conocido a tal, okay? I wouldn't have met my boyfriend or my friends if, tal cosa, situaciones hipotéticas en el pasado, ¿no? I would have studied, yo hubiera estudiado tal, if, I wouldn't have studied, if, I wouldn't have gone to, if, I would have more money now, if, or I would feel better now, if, okay? So all hypothetical situations in the past. All right, let me share the link for the presentation. This is individually, okay? An individual activity. So let me send you the numbers. Remember the numbers. Ok, si ya no los tenemos, ya se los vuelvo a enviar los números. Denme un momento. Ya les pongo la lista. Ok, entonces diapositiva 1, estudiante 1, diapositiva 2, estudiante 2. Denme un momento. ¿Listo? Tenemos 16 estudiantes. Ahí está el listado. Que ven, solo están los apellidos. Ya les envío el WhatsApp para que sepan en cuál deben trabajar. The numbers are on WhatsApp. I send it to you in WhatsApp. Number 1 is Gerson, number 2 Keiner, number 3
Teacher,
Jean-Claude.
in which WhatsApp?
In the group.
I don't have I don't have a group in WhatsApp.
Oh, you don't belong
Carlos,
to the group?
creo que tú ahora eres el 13.
Ah, okay. Ah, okay, yes.
Por eso lo cambié.
Vale.
Sí, cambiamos
¿Hay
los
un grupo de
números.
WhatsApp o algo así? ¿O?
Sí, ustedes tienen un grupo de WhatsApp.
Ah,
¿Alguien?
bueno, no estoy.
Espérame, yo no sé si yo puedo compartir el enlace del grupo. Pero este lo tienen desde el principio. ¿Por qué no estás? Qué raro. Ese grupo lo creó originalmente el profesor Omar.
Pues yo sí estaba, pero
Ya te lo vuelvo a enviar.
no sé en qué momento dejé de estar. Ok.
Ujú. Ya te lo envío acá por el chat. All right, guys, good. So please finish the sentences before tomorrow at noon, because in the afternoon I will be checking your activities and I will give you the feedback, okay? Por favor, terminen la actividad antes de mañana a mediodía para poder revisarla en la tarde, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Please remember to study, review for the exam. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.